Hi, I'm Denise and this is Melissa, and we are here today on What the House TV. We're going to talk to you about home equity and what to do with it.
Did you know that over the last year, houses across the country have up to 30% equity?
That's insane, crazy. Where else can you get a return like that on your investment?
I don't think anywhere that I've ever heard of.
No, so the key is, what do we do with this equity? Do we just leave it sit there in our home and let our home increase in value? Or do we take some of that money out and use it for a good purpose? What do you think, Melissa?
I think a good purpose, because then you're making your money work for you. It's not just sitting there in the house, and you can put it to better use and earn even more.
I love that. So people might be saying 30% on average. Homes aren't always going to increase at 30%. That's okay, but over the course of time, we've got an average of somewhere between 5 and 8%, depending on what part of the country you live in, which market. So knowing that, if you take your money out, it's not like you're gonna lose it.
Not at all. And we can maximize those returns for you if you put them into other investments.
Ooh, like double time.
I think that's a good use of your money.
So let's talk from the lender perspective, let's talk about what the difference is between a HELOC or home equity line of credit versus a second mortgage, because there are two very, very different things.
Which one do you think is better?
It's not about which one I think is better, it's about what makes more sense for the homeowner. So the key is a home equity line of credit works like a credit card. So you're approved for a certain amount of money and you draw on it or use it like a credit card, and you'll usually get checks or a debit card, credit card type piece, and you use it as you need it. That's a good thing. That way you're not paying on that loan on the full draw. You're paying on it as you need it.
And if you don't use all of it, it's left over for a rainy day or when you need it.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with having cash for a rainy day, like we have here today in Arizona, a rainy day. But the downside, there's always a but, the downside is that home equity lines of credit are adjustable rates. So as the rates fluctuate, we're in a very fluctuating rate volatile market right now, just like with a credit card, those rates are gonna go up every month, and you need to be aware of that. So while they might start out as a teaser rate at prime plus whatever the margin is, let's say prime plus 4, and so maybe you're at 9%, expect it to go to 12 or 15 or even 16. So if you're gonna do a HELOC, make sure there's a cap on the amount of adjustments it can make. That's the downside. The other option is a second mortgage. What's the difference? You get the full draw all at once. When we close the loan, that's the amount of money that you get, and then you're making a payment on that full amount when it is closed.
And your rate stays fixed.
That's the positive, right? So I like second mortgages because your rate is fixed, and I always like knowing what I'm paying for, but again, it depends on the situation. The market that we were in last year and the year before, when the rates were declining, that was a win-win. Just be aware of what's happening in the market.
Could it be a good fit for a first-time investor if they want to maximize that equity?
A huge opportunity for a first-time investor, because tapping into that equity for your down payment, that's a double whammy, right? You're using that money from your home, you're not taking it from your personal savings, and you're investing to make more money.
And you know, we love opportunity.
We love opportunity. This market is ripe for opportunity.
We love all of the opportunity in this market.
So keep watching, we're gonna give you lots more tips. Hit the subscribe button, come back, we'll see you soon. I'm Denise, the Loan Whisperer, and Melissa.